all this at home just before we start.
I'm a bit nervous, to be honest.
Why? You're not doing it.
No, I know. I'm funny with things like this. I know Dr. Haze has been in the studio many times, and my stomach will have turned before he leaves.
Now, Dr. Haze from the Circus of Horrors. First of all, just tell us about the show itself. It's in Blackpool now, and it's of course on tonight. How long is it on for?
Yeah, we open the Globe tonight for Halloween, of course, 31st, and we're there on the 1st and 2nd as well. It's a great venue for us. We love coming here. Glad that Amanda asked us to come year after year, and it's it's just a really unusual venue, and it's almost made for the Circus of Horrors.
Fantastic. So you've brought some different characters in for us. Year after year you bring us different ones. Yeah. So explain to us now who we've got. Well,
last year we brought, of course, the Wolf Boy, which you spoke about earlier, which was great. Now he's gone back to Mexico now. He did his season with it, which is great. And this year our new freak, if you like, new freak on the block, is what we call Twisted Vitaly.
Okay.
He's quite a thin young man from Russia, not Moscow, 1,000 kilometres from Moscow, he's just telling us today. And he travelled here last Saturday to join the Circus of Horrors. And he does what we call a dislocating contortionist. So it's contortion, but it's different. And here he goes. So let's start then. Vitaly. So he's sitting on the floor. It's quite straightforward what he's doing now. Leg goes behind the head. The other leg goes up in the air.
And he's in jeans, right?
Yeah.
So, my goodness.
And now he'll do a little, what we call a spider walk. So here we go.
Oh my God. Wow.
He's walking like a spider. His legs are now in front of his body and his hands are behind, so the opposite way he should be. He's now going to get up and show you how flexible he is here.
Oh!
So head is now completely between his legs. Wow. And now this is his piece of resistance now.
Oh! Give his arm! Oh!
And then turn around, let's see the back.
Oh!
So what you're seeing now is his shoulder blades completely popping out of their sockets.
Oh!
But there's a little bit more. Okay, go on.
Come on, Vitaly. Oh! What just happened there?
So basically he's dislocated his shoulders again, but the opposite way this time, and he's wrapped his hands completely around so they meet at the front. If you try and do that, you'll see.
Can't.
It's like hugging yourself, like properly.
Yeah, so yeah,
it's
it is.
The world's
like,
greatest hugger.
People often think that there's two people there, but there is only one. Twisted Vitaly.
Vitaly, well done, Vitaly.
I haven't broken a sweat.
No.
Yeah.
I have.
So how do you train to do? Are you born with that? Or
No, basically,
sort of break his arm,
things like that, dislocated contortion. You do tend to be born with it,
right?
And then if you remember, we had Gary Stretch here once.
Yeah.
The stretch condition. It's the same condition as that, but affects different parts of the body. In Gary's case, it was his blood cells, and that's what made his skin stretchy. In Vitaly's case, he's got it in his sort of muscles. EDS it's called, and consequently he can dislocate quite easily and then pop them back in. But sometimes you'll see footballers dislocate their arms, accidentally fall on the floor.
Yeah, and they're in agony.
They're in agony and they're out for ages, and he can just pop his in and out just like that, no problem.
I don't
pop
like
them out again,
that.
show them again.
No.
There we go. To go straight back in. It's quite amazing.
Well, it's always, we love having you in every single Halloween, and it's a great show. And just tell us, obviously, the show itself. It's not just watching.
No, I mean basically we have our resident freaks, as we call it, and we've got no problem in calling them freaks either. And they've got no problem being referred to as freaks. So Captain Dan, as we brought in here before, he's now back, but he's now called Dynamo Dan, pound for pound, the world's strongest man. So being the most politically correct show on earth, we actually this year we try and strangle a midget.
Right.
So we do that, And then Hannibal Helmerto's here, who's obviously had near fatal accident, sword swallowing. He's swallowing swords again, doing a whole array of that. We've got Anastasia, who brought him before. He does a great act hanging by her hair. Some brilliant aerialists who would be in Cirque du Soleil, really, if they weren't in the Circus of Horrors.
But needless to say, not a show for the kids.
No, we don't encourage kids to come. Although in Blackpool, the two matinees, the 5 PM shows on Friday and Saturday, are kid friendly.
Right.
We take out all the sort of risque bits, so they'll still see all the freaky bits. We don't want to stop them seeing that, but there's obviously the adult humour is not there.
It's safe for the later performances.
It's safe for the later performances.
So is the ticket still available for tonight, or
There are. It's very busy tonight.
I was going to say there won't be many, will there?
Very busy. So they can get in tonight. The matinee's plenty of room, and the evening shows are all busy, but they will get in. Just make sure they book in time, and they'll get in. They'll get one hell of a show. And it's great music too.
Yeah.
And we have a new single called Hellraiser, the old sweet song. We've re-recorded that, and it's a really tremendous song.
Fantastic.
So don't forget, for more ticket details, you can call 0871 222 1234, or you can get your tickets online at blackpoolpleasurebeach.com.
Yeah, guys, thanks very much for coming in.
No problem.
And we'll see you next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Right, Katy Perry's on the way next.